I wrote a book about my great-great-grandfather, William Wolfskill, and it's called In Search of William Wolfskill, Journey to Find the Legacy. Actually, it grew out of a very long conversation with my mom one day about the Wolfskill family's legacy. My mother was very proud of being a Wolfskill, and as she was very proud of the legacy that we have of being an early California family. I'm not only a member of the Wolfskills, but I'm also a member of the Lugos of Santa Barbara, the Juarezes of both Napa and Santa Barbara, the Pedrenas, and the Estudios from San Diego County. So I'm basically the map of California. And my mother was so proud of this, and she inspired me to be proud of it. She gave me that wonderful sense of legacy and of family. And she said to me, you know, our family history is so important. I mean, we're part of the people who settled California. And she encouraged me to write the book. And I did. My mom was a Shakespearean actress as well as being a proud Californian. And she had a sense of drama because my great-great-grandfather's life was very colorful. And she really felt that it was an important story to tell. And so my husband Richard Marusich, who is an armchair archaeologist, a historical buff, he loves history, genealogy, and we've done a lot of research on his family as well. He joined me in this journey that took about 10 years. I mean, we went and traveled on the Santa Fe Trail that William Wolfskill went on. He was on the Santa Fe Trail in the second expedition in 1822. He went out with William Becknell's second expedition from Franklin, Missouri, all the way to Santa Fe. And Rich and I covered that part of that journey and joined the Santa Fe Trail Association and learned all about that. And then William traveled over the Old Spanish Trail, and we covered that trail, and that was really both trails were fascinating. But I became very involved in the Old Spanish Trail Association, and I'm currently still very involved in it. And it's really fascinating. There are people who are experts about the Old Spanish Trail, and that trail left from Santa Fe, New Mexico, and then went up into southern Colorado. Well, this is the Wolfskill expedition because there are 4 different trails that make up the Old Spanish Trail, but the one I'm speaking of is the one that became the main trail of the Old Spanish Trail, and it William left from Abiquiu, New Mexico in 1830, and he traveled up into southern Colorado and then went over into Utah. Went up through what present-day Moab, up through the Green River, up into Castledale. If any of you know that, it's a very forbidding area. They crossed into that, and then they came down and they went came all the way down through the mountain area into southern Utah, the Panguitch area, and then went into Nevada, and then came over the Cajon Pass into California. And William was one of the early expeditions on the Old Spanish Trail. So Rich and I, we had just a wonderful time going over and revisiting these various areas. And then we also, of course, we were visited where William had his farm. That no longer exists, unfortunately. But we went in and we went over into the Olvera Street, which has this beautiful old gem. It's called the Avila Adobe, which is the oldest adobe in Los Angeles. It dates from 1818. And there we got a sense of what it would have been like to have been in William's adobe. So if any of you are down in Southern California, go to Olvera Street and visit the Avila Adobe, which is wonderful. It gives you the sense of what old California was like. And then when we came up here to Napa, we came over and then we started exploring here and went over to Winters and met the people at the Wolfskill Experimental Farm. They were extremely helpful. And through all of this, I've reconnected with so many Wolfskills, so many primos, cousins from all over the state of California. But not just the Wolfskills, I've reconnected with all the people from the various different families, the Pedrenas, the Estudillos, the Lugos, and it's really been a wonderful journey to find out more about my ancestors. And I would encourage everybody who can to find more about their family. It's amazing what you turn up.